It is difficult to find happiness within oneself, but it is impossible to find it anywhere else. Man can do what he wills, but he cannot will what he wills. Happiness consists in frequent repetition of pleasure. Universal compassion is the only guarantee of morality. When we read, "Another person thinks for us," we merely repeat his mental process. Talent hits a target no one else can hit. Genius hits a target no one else can see. Life is deeply steeped in suffering and cannot escape from it. Our entrance into it takes place amid tears. At bottom its course is always tragic, and its end is even more so. The assumption that animals are without rights, and the illusion that our treatment of them has no moral significance, is a positively outrageous example of Western crudity and barbarity. The person who writes for fools is always sure of a large audience. Compassion for animals is intimately associated with goodness of character, and it may be confidently asserted that he who is cruel to animals cannot be a good man. Every man takes the limits of his own field of vision for the limits of the world. Life is a constant process of dying. We forfeit 3/4 of ourselves in order to be like other people. To free a man from error is to give, not to take away. Knowledge that a thing is false is a truth. A sense of humor is the only divine quality of man. Books are humanity in print. The cheapest sort of pride is national pride, for if a man is proud of his own nation, it argues that he has no qualities of his own of which he can be proud. Otherwise, he would not have recourse to those which he shares with so many millions of his fellowmen. The man who is endowed with important personal qualities will be only too ready to see clearly in what respects his own nation falls short, since their failings will be constantly before his eyes. I have not yet spoken my last word about women. I believe that if a woman succeeds in withdrawing from the mass, or rather, raising herself from above the mass, she grows ceaselessly in more than a man. There are very few who can think, but every man wants to have an opinion, and what remains but to take it ready-made from others, instead of forming opinions for himself. Politeness is to human nature what warmth is to wax. Ordinary people merely think how they shall spend their time. A man of talent tries to use it. Money is human happiness in the abstract, and so, the man who is no longer capable of enjoying such happiness in the concrete sets his whole heart on money. Religion is the masterpiece of the art of animal training, for it trains people as to how they shall think. After your death, you will be what you were before your birth. Music is the melody whose text is the world. Honor has not to be won, it must only not be lost. Why is it that in spite of all the mirrors in the world, no one really knows what he looks like? A man shows his character just in the way in which he deals with trifles, for then he is off his guard. Never tell your friends what your enemies should not know. In action, a great heart is the chief qualification. In work, a great head. Will minus intellect constitutes vulgarity.